Yes, I am one of the leaders of the group. The other one, sadly, is not available to come today.
Okay, and could you give me your name?
My name is Lukas Dusto.
Okay, and could you spell that out slowly for me?
Lukas.
Yep.
Dusto.
Thank you. Okay, so could you tell me just a little bit about your group?
Well, me and the other leader, Noah, we were originally part of a sniper squadron in the Canadian military. But after actions that happened in Afghanistan, we decided to leave and set up our own mercenary group. And we had a contract that ended up taking us to Chinaris. And it didn't go to plan. We got here and the apocalypse, or whatever you call it, had already started to happen. 4 of our guys from our squad, they sadly passed away, and we were left to defend ourselves for a few months until we started to get back up on our feet.
Okay, and you said you're mercenaries. Does this mercenary group have a name?
We are the 808 Company.
Okay, and which side would you say that your group is on, the hero side or the bandit side?
Neither, really.
Neutral. Okay, and so obviously you recruit members from within the dead zone?
If when we come over civilians, we tell them about us and we offer them to fill an application out to join us. If they don't want to, that's fine with us.
Is there any reason that you've started to just recruit from the dead zone, or is there no other members that are nearby?
Me and Noah were on our own for a couple of months. We lost radio contact with other members that were still in Canada and over the world, and we knew that we weren't going to get out of the dead zone anytime soon, so we thought we may as well start to get back on our feet and recruit some members to help us.
Okay, so when you first came to the dead zone, how did you deal with the horror?
At first, we didn't know really what to do. We just treated it like any combat situation and defended ourselves. Over time, we learned that a bullet to the head would take down the zombies.
Okay, and how would you say that this has changed you?
It's changed me and Noah both. We're not very trustworthy of people anymore because of people that we've just come across. They're not as nice as they used to be anymore.
So you're more wary?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. If you don't mind, could you tell us a bit more about yourself?
I grew up in deep Canada, and me and Noah grew up as friends. We went through high school together and college. We then joined up to the Canadian military and became snipers. And we did a few tours around the world, and then our last one was in Afghanistan.
So you and Noah are clearly very close.
Yes, we are probably best friends and loyal friends.
Talking about diplomacy, which groups are you friends with and which are your allies?
Well, we've come across quite a few groups so far. The nicest group we've probably come across would be RF, the Rising Freeborns. They took us in nicely. They were very friendly to us. But some of the other groups didn't take so well. We were friends with TBO, but we found out that they were basically bandits. So we cut off our ties with them. And I think they were the other two biggest factions that were around, Bazul, but I've not seen any of those around. And I think it's UKSF they call themselves. We've had a few run-ins with those, and from what it seems, they don't really like our presence here. So we try to stay out of the way.
That kind of answers my other question, but just to make sure, is there any groups that you dislike and that you're actively hostile to, other than the UKSF?
It seemed, well, we were hostile to Razul because they almost, let me put it, they almost betrayed us. But we don't really trust Stygan warriors either because we've seen them a lot with UKSF. So
surely that's unfair, basing a group off of their action, of their, I guess, influence rather than their actions.
Some of the past engagements that we've been in, along with our, friends, RF, it's been UKSF, and there has also been some Stygan warriors members in the combat as well, trying to take our lives.
Okay, I guess it's kind of like a trade-off there. Who would you say currently is the main competitor for 808 company?
The main competitor would probably be UKSF, but that is if we were on our own, we would probably be outnumbered. We would take a lot of them down, but I don't think we would come out full and healthy.
Okay, and is there any policies or laws that you have in place against civilians and weapons?
Well, we know how to use, we know how powerful Western weapons are, so we don't really like to see civilians having them. So we'll just ask them a friendly couple of questions like, where have you got it from, what have you done with it and stuff. And if they turn out to be they've killed someone for it, we'll probably take it off them. And also, if they have any Western vehicles that they just seem to be abusing and not just trying to survive with, we'll politely ask them if we could take it off their hands.
Could you define your meaning of abusing?
Using it to travel around doing banditry or just being a nuisance, really.
Now, some people would say disarming a civilian of any sort of weapon is banditry. What do you have to say to that?
Well, we don't really disarm them. We would simply say to them, we don't seem that your weapon is in the right hands. You are using it the wrong way. And we would simply take it off them and give them an Eastern weapon that won't be as powerful and as strong as a Western weapon.
To me, that kind of sounds like a trade-off. But I understand that some weaponry can provoke others. So, other than that, are there any other laws that the 808 have put in place inside of the Dead Zone?
That's it, really. We don't really want to affect people's lives that much that we want to put a whole list of rules, almost like a government, or oh, sorry, that was, I meant to say, sorry, I've finished. We don't want to be a government to the people of the Dead Zone.
And I understand there will be restrictions to this question, but what are the 808's plans inside of the Dead Zone?
Mainly, it's just to get through each day healthy. We want to collect food, drink, resources, possibly some weapons if we can come across them to help us fight against the undead and any other people that try to harm us in any other way. and hopefully get some more members to our faction so we can grow stronger and have a higher chance of survival.
Okay, talking of plans, what are your expectations of the group, and to what extent have they fulfilled them?
Well, we are back on our feet again. It's not just me and Noah anymore, and we now travel quite a bit, because me and Noah used to just stay around the same location and stay safe, but now we put our lives at risk, if you would say that, going out looting, exploring, and helping others, trying to find people.
So you've kind of abandoned the sniper life and adopted a more, rural life.
Yes, you could put it that way. Although me and Noah, we would like to have the same equipment that we had back in the Canadian military. I mean, Noah would love to have an anti-material rifle again, and I would love to have a Lapua Magnum again, one of my favourite rifles.
And how do you feel about the 808 stance inside of the dead zone, and are you happy with it?
We could try and get off with a few more clans nicely. Like, we'd like to try and resolve our UKSF's hate towards us. We are not sure why they hate us, but we would like to become neutral with them and not hate towards each other.
Okay, so as you said, you were essentially a neutral group. Why have you chosen to stay neutral?
Because we're mercenaries. We wouldn't really take sides on anything. We would want contracts, and if we get a contract from one faction that hates another faction, we'd just simply take that as work. We wouldn't view it on any way.
Okay, and is there anything that you would like to say to the people of the Dead Zone?
I'd just like to wish them luck doing their daily routines, and hope they get back on their feet, and hopefully this apocalypse will soon blow over.
Well, it was an honour speaking to you. I wish you good fortune and a healthy future. Thank you for your time.